Thank you for joining us. I am Tamika Lodge Fenton. Today we continue to go through some City and Guilds math exam question. First question. A customer orders some items from a website. They weigh 2.5 kilograms, 700 grams, and 250 grams. What is the total weight of the three items? Let's make them the same unit. So we have 2.5 kilograms, we have 700 grams, and we have 250 grams. Which unit would you choose to make them? Grams or kilogram? Let us look at the options for the answers. They're all in kilograms. So to be efficient, it would be wise to bring all of them to kilograms. Let's do that. So 700 grams. Now, first thing, fundamentally, you must know that 1,000 grams make a kilogram. So in order to convert that 700 gram to kilograms, we'll divide by 1,000. So we want to see how much of the 1,000 we have. And as you can see, it's 0.7 kilogram. So 250 gram, same concept. 1,000 grams make a kilogram. We have 0.25 grams if we have 250 grams. And it's time to add. So we have 2.5, 0.7, and 0.25 kilogram. When we add them, when we total them, we get 3.75 kilograms. So we have 3 full kilograms and 0.45 of a gram. And your selection option would be B. Next question. A recipe states 45 minutes preparation time, 50 minutes cooking time, and 20 minutes to cool. What is the total time in hours and minutes? So what is the total time? So we have 45 minutes plus 50 minutes plus 20 minutes, giving us a total of 115 minutes. But let us turn our attention to the options that we have. The question did say state or time in hours and minutes. So we have 115 minutes. How many hours can we get from 115 minutes? Right. So 60 minutes make an hour. So if we were to take out that hour, we would have 1 hour and 55 minutes would be left. So it's 1 hour and 55 minutes, and that would be option A. Next question. 57.137 or 57 and 137 thousandth written correct to 1 decimal place. So what do we do here? We must pay attention to the right of the place we are rounding off. So we're rounding off to 1 decimal place. What digit is in the first decimal place? Correct. That would be 1. So what digit is to the right of 1? That would be 3. The 3 is to the right of the decimal place we're rounding off to. Now what do we do? When the digit is 5 or greater, we round up by adding 1 to the place we're rounding off to. Now when it is less than 5, we replace that digit to the right of the place with a 0, and the rest remain. So we're rounding off 57.137. 3 is less than 5, so we're going to replace the 3 and all the digits that follow with 0. So your answer would be 57.1. Now, yes, you could write the 2 zeros. However, those zeros are just holding place. It really doesn't have any value. So you can go ahead with 57.1. Next question. These triangles are drawn to scale. Which two are congruent? Congruent means same. So we have triangle A, B, C, and D. Which of the two would you select to be the same? Excellent. This is an easy one. The orientation does not matter. So as you can see, A may be turned a different way, and so is D. But the triangle, pay attention to the dimensions. The dimensions of the triangle is what is important. So your options would be A and D are congruent triangle. Clearly you look at B, it doesn't look like A, and B doesn't look like C either. But D and A are congruent. They are the same. Next question. A shop owner records the number of customers each day for 5 days. And as you can see, on day 1, 69, day 2, 73, 3, 72, 73, and 68. What is the mean average number of customers that this shop owner would have? So how do we calculate mean is what we need to look at again. We sum all the values in the data set. That's the first thing we do. So let us sum all the values. 69 plus 73 plus 72 plus another 72 plus 73 plus 68. What is the total there? Yes, that will give us a total of 355. So after we've summed all the values in the data set, we will then divide by the number of values we have in that set. How many values we have? Correct. It was recorded over a 5-day period, so we would have 5 values. So we would divide 355 by 5, giving us a mean of 71. So we know we commonly use the term average. So on average, the customer would have the shop owner would have 71 customers. And you can see the mean is 71. That's fine. Next question. The selling price of an item, indicated by the S, is S equal C plus P. C is the cost price, cost of production, and P is a profit. Let us look. What is the selling price when the profit is $1.50 and the cost of production is $1.76? What are we asked to do here? What are you expected to do? Substitute the values given in order to calculate the selling price. So we know the formula we're working with is S equal C plus P. You're given C and you're given P. So we're substituting the values in the equation. Let's see what that looks like. So the selling price would be $1.76 plus $1.50. That will give us a total of $3.26. So that is the selling price for this particular item. 3A, next question. 3A plus 6 equals 18. What is the value of A that will satisfy this equation and make it true? So remember what we said about equations, that the left side is equal to the value of what is on the right side. So what we're saying, 3A plus 6 will equal 18. So let us see. Make A the subject. Transposing for A. How do we do that? We look at what is happening to A. So A is being multiplied by 3, that's 1. And after it's multiplied by 3, 6 is being added to it. Remember what we said? We're going to do the last thing. We're going to undo the last thing that is done to the variable first. So 6 is being added. So what is the opposite of adding 6? Somebody gave you $6. They added $6 to you. What is the opposite of giving it to you? Yes, taking it away. So we're going to take away 6. However, if we take away 6 from the left side of the equation, remember it's a balancing, we also must take 6 from the right side of the equation. So we've taken away 6 from both sides. We now have 3A equal 12. What is happening to A? It's been multiplied by 3. Let us undo that multiplication. What is the opposite of multiplication? Yes, it is division. So we'll divide both sides by 3. 3A divided by 3 and 12 divided by 3 will give us A is equal to 4. Let us test that theory. So if we were to replace the A with a 4, that would be 3 multiplied by 4 would give us 12. 12 plus 6, 18. Excellent. So when A Let us look back at that. When A is 4, the equation that we have here saying 3A plus 6 equal 18 is true. Awesome. Let us look at this question. What is the size of the angle X? Now let's look at the diagram here. What do you know about this diagram? Excellent. Angles on a straight. So angles on a straight add up to 180 degrees. Now, since we know that, we can use that information to solve for angle X. Because 180 degrees will equal 50 degrees plus angle X. That means if I were to take away the known angle from the 180 degrees, it would give me the value or the degree of angle for X. And when I do that, 130 degrees is angle X. Now let's check that. If I were to replace X with 130, 130 plus 50, 180. Excellent. So option C would be the best option here. And you can see 50 plus 130 gives us 180. So please remember, angles on a straight add up to 180 degrees. And if you are given a question where one of the angle is missing and you're given the option to find the other, just subtract it from the 180 and you get the next one. Next question. A calculator display shows 13.1942. What is the number written correct to 2 decimal places? Now we did a similar question to this. Now let's look at this one. It has 4 digits in the decimal place, so we're rounding off to the second decimal place. What digit is in the second decimal place? That would be your 100th place. Great. 9. Now remember, we're going to look at, since we're rounding off to the 100th place, we're going to look to the right of that, which is the 1000th place. 4 is the digit that we're paying attention to. Now, if the digit is less than 5, we pretty much replace that digit with 0, and we do nothing to the digit that we're rounding off to. However, if the digit is 5 or more, we add 1 to the place that we're rounding off to. Okay, so you see the digit is 4, so obviously we're just going to replace it with a 0, and we're going to leave it as is. So your correct answer, so first we identified the decimal place, then we looked to the right of it, and I said it was the 4, which is your 1000th place. Good. Since the 4 is less than 5, we replace it, and all that follow with 0, and then we have the number 13.1900, which is the same as 13.19, because those 2 zeros that follow the 9 are just holding the place, but they have no significant value in this particular number. Next question. On a diagram, 2 centimeters represent 10 meters. A line drawn 8 centimeters represents how much meters? Let us calculate. So if 2 centimeters is equal to 10 meters, what do we do? So 8 centimeters can be rewritten in terms of 2 centimeters. So I can say 8 centimeters is 2 centimeters multiplied by 4. Am I correct? 2 centimeters by 4 multiplied by 4? Yes, it gives me 8 centimeters. So now I know that I can replace my 2 centimeters with the 10 meters because they're equated in this instance. So 8 centimeters is equal to 10 meters multiplied by 4. So if I do my multiplication, that is 8 centimeters is also equated to 40 meters. So the 8 centimeter line represents 40 meters. The next question is about food, and you know I like food. A cook uses 3 eggs to make an omelette. How many eggs would she use to make 6 omelets? Let us establish some relationships. So 3 eggs, 1 omelette. 3 eggs, so I can basically say 3 eggs multiplied by 1 will give me 1 omelette. So if I have 3 eggs multiplied by 2, give me 2 omelettes. So every time I increase the number of omelettes, I can pretty much multiply by the number of omelettes that I want. So 3 omelettes, I want 6 omelettes, I should say. 3 eggs multiplied by 6 will give me 18. You know what though? Look at that. What should we have there? Not omelettes. We should have 18 eggs. So 3 eggs, although it gives me the 1 omelette, then I have 3 eggs multiplied by 1, same 1 omelette. 3 eggs multiplied by 2, give me the same 2 omelettes. But because now, if I had put 6 here, it would give me 6 eggs. Now I gave you the eggs. So it should have been 3 eggs multiplied by the 6 would give me 6 omelettes, which is 18 eggs. All right, so your answer is, because we want to know how many eggs, we are using 18 eggs, but please note, it's not 18 omelettes. It's only 6 omelettes we're making. So the answer would be 18, but it would be 6 omelettes will be made with 18 eggs. Next question. Distance equals speed multiplied by time. What is the distance traveled in miles when speed is 50 miles per hour? And the time is 5 hours. Now, we say this all the time, but we don't really pay attention to it. If you are traveling 50 miles per hour, what does that mean? You're traveling 50 miles every hour. So, let us look. Boy, 50 miles for 5 hours now. So, every hour you're traveling 50 miles. That means, say, if you're traveling 2 hours, how much miles would you be traveling? Yes, 50 plus 50, that would be 100 miles. So, if you're traveling 50 miles per hour, you'd multiply 50 times 5, which will give us 250 miles. So if you're traveling at 50 miles per hour, every hour you're covering 50 miles. You would just add up those 50 over the 5 hours and you get 250 miles. Great job. So if you were traveling 70 miles, you know what that would be. You would add 70 plus 70 plus 7. So you'd add 75 times. I don't want to go over or under. Good. Next question. Now I think it's an easy question. It says the perimeter of this shape. What is perimeter? Perimeter is, like these animation, I should have run this before I put it on the board. So the perimeter is the total distance around the shape. And I didn't want that on it yet. Right. So the perimeter is the total distance around the shape. So if we look at the shape, you have several measurements around it. So if you're finding the perimeter, you must look at the shape and figure out how to add all those measurements. Now, on this particular shape, there are 3 measurements that are missing, but you can deduce the measurement by paying attention to the diagram. So let us put the measurement on the board. So we have 5 centimeters at the top. We have 4 at that. If you're looking at it, that would be your right. Then below it is also 5 centimeters. And then right, I don't even, if you can see right here, this is 1 centimeter according to this diagram. And this is also 1. So that 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 1. So when you're doing the perimeters, not just the ones that are labeled you have to talk about. You have to add every measurement around it. It's like you're going to build a fence around this house. You have to enclose everything. You can't just build a fence around yourself because people can't get in right here. So you have to incorporate all the measures, all the units. So we have a total of 20 centimeters. So the perimeter for this shape is 20 centimeters. And you get the perimeter by adding all the distance around the shape. All right, next question. A man walks from his home to the office and back home via the shop. What is the total distance he walks? All right, what is the total distance? So you want to see where home is? Home is here. Home to the shop is 6 kilometers. Right, then from the shop to the office is 3 kilometers. So if he leaves home, go the shop route, and then goes to office, he would have walked 6 plus 3, which would be 9 kilometers. Now, he said he went back home via the shop. So he's going to walk from the office to the shop, 3 kilometers again, and from the shop to the home, 6 kilometers. That means he would have pretty much walked the same distance to and back. 9 plus 9 gives us a total of, did I hear you say 18? Awesome job. 18 kilometers would be the distance he would have walked in total, to and from the office. Okay, the volume of the rectangular box with the width 13 centimeter and the length 25 centimeter and the depth 12 centimeter. Let us go to the board. So when we're looking at volume from the previous lessons, I would have said that volume is a three-dimensional unit or quantity, a three-dimensional. So we're going to look at, so volume will equal, what is that, 12 centimeter multiplied by 13 centimeter multiplied by 25. All right. Now remember, I just want to show you that, listen, on your paper, you're free to work out to the side. So you're going to work out your question very quickly. 3, 2, 6, 3 ones 3, 1, 2, 2, that. So you're first working out, you'd get 156 centimeters multiplied by centimeter. So it is a squared unit. So you can easily put it down like this, multiplied by 25. And you continue on your paper, you will see space for rough work. And you will use that space to ensure that you get your correct answer. 5, 6, 30. 5, 5, 25, and 3, 28. 5, 1, 5, and 2, that's 7. 2 6s, 12. 2, 5, 10, 11. 2 1s, 2, and 1, 3. 0, 0, 8, 9, 3. And you are now in centimeter cubed, so your volume would be 3,900 cubic centimeter. All right. So the final question for the afternoon, when was the most weight loss? So the chart shows the patient's, and I hope you're zooming in, the patient's weight on the 10th day of each month from January to June. So this question wants you to take information from this graph. Between which of these months did the patient lose the most weight? Let us look. So what we want to pay attention to, where do you see the greatest slope or the greatest fall in the graph, in the line graph? So if you look from January to February, it's a slight slope. Let us look from February to March. It's a little bit much more than January to February. But let us take a look at April to May. You see that? It's a very distinct slope. So your option would be, and if you look at the numbers now, so you're from April, you are at about 60, say 63, and then all the way down to pretty much 55. That's a very big change. So your greatest slope would be from April to May. Thank you very much for looking with us.